How you doing, YouTube? Matt with Master Beer Reviews, back with yet another review. And that's on video too, so I gotta edit that shit real quick.
Yeah, some Holocaust references. It's fine.
Whatever. Anyway, no such thing happened. Anyway, how you doing, YouTube? Matt with Master Beer Reviews, back with yet another review. This fucking guy.
I'm here again.
Yeah.
The meat smoke.
The meat smoke. Bringing the heat
around here somewhere.
He's bringing the heat. We just did a 3-year vertical Bourbon County barley stout, and now we're going to do 2-year vertical of the Barleywine.
Yeah, back in 2014, the Barleywine in our area was a little bit harder to come by.
Yeah.
So I didn't get many bottles, so I couldn't really rest them.
Okay.
But I think with the stout, I still got 6 left, so we got some verticals coming for years and years and years.
For years, playa. And so this year we're doing 15 and 16. The big one with the 15 is the infection. So we have no idea if it's going to be in there or not. Hopefully it's not. Or maybe I hope it does. So we can talk about it. Anyway, either way, we're going to be doing these two. Bourbon County Barleywine, probably the original one. Not the original when it first came back out. It was I liked it better than the stout itself. So to actually see them come back out with it on the regular is pretty fucking cool. So yeah, let's see what she's got. I'm not gonna read everything in the bottles because they're pretty much say Bourbon County Barleywine 2015 2016. My bottle is 12.9% alcohol by volume. Yours
13.6. The only difference I see on the labeling, yours just says something about like bourbon aged barrel on the top, on the neck, but mine says oak, charcoal, hints of tobacco, vanilla with signature bourbon characters. And yours just says aged in bourbon barrels.
What do you make of that?
They want to get more descriptive this year, more poetic in 2016.
Oh, let's be quick on this one. Well, that goes to show you something might be going on.
Well, I mean, Robitussin. Don't worry about it.
Give me that tussin.
I mean, break your arm, rub some tussin on it.
Rub the tussin on it. That's how you know. That's how you know it works. So yeah, like I said, I have the 15. We'll see what happens with this motherfucker. So, let's see. Throw that over here. Take this. Gotta put it over there so it's out of the way. But you can still see it. So the camera looks all fun and stuff. Anyway, which one's which?
That's your 15.
Oh, fuck. Anyway, you got the 15. You got the 16. You actually look, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but the 15 has quite a bit lighter.
16 is a lot darker.
Yeah, a lot darker. 15 is quite a bit lighter. It actually did start to foam out on its own, and it looks like it still has a little bit of kind of foaminess going on the inside, so take that for what it's worth. But it's just rich. It smells and looks of rich mahogany at this point. Well, it looks of rich mahogany. It doesn't smell of it. But
it smells of leather-bound books.
Yes. Let's get a nose on this one, see what we got. Poured a little bit too much in there. It's hard to get a nose on it. But cherries, I mean, it is. It's that sweet cherry bourbon that I'm getting off it. I'm not really getting much funk from it.
No, it doesn't show signs of affection.
A little bit.
Now people were saying like
there's like small apple skinny vibes.
Maybe. But people were saying when they were getting their infection, it was like cherry Robitussin syrup.
Okay.
Type of that but the beer itself had like kind of cherry vibes to begin with.
Yeah. Oh.
So like I think they were just getting really accentuated versions of that. So like I said, I mean, to me, it smells like a barley wine. It smells like it's been in bourbon barrels.
It smells like a very sweet barley wine. Very sweet barley wine. That's in bourbon barrels. That is all about that kind of cherry bourboniness.
Yeah,
that's a word. Let's give the number deuce or the 16 a whirl. I'm getting like a not weird. I'm getting like almost like a smoky barrel kind of thing on there, like a charry barrel kind of thing.
Yeah, there's definitely more smoke or something, which is weird because these are second use barrels. Mm-hmm. Well, third use after the bourbon.
Yeah.
Because it goes stout, then they put the barley wine into it. So, I mean...
And not kind of follow what we were talking about on the the stout, but I'm getting vanilla off this one. I'm getting a decent amount of vanilla. I'm getting a little bit of kind of barreling, kind of charriness off of it, a little smokiness off of it. But I'm still getting that kind of cherry thing, but not as singular as this. This is all the cherries all day, whereas this one's just like all like cherries with a couple other things kind of going on. It actually looks really cool in these glasses looking down into it. It's kind of like the carbonation way it's working. I know you can't see it, so I'll take that for what it's worth. But yeah. Let's dive into the
15.
The 15. Cheers. Now, it is infected. But it's not that bad.
No. I mean, like, okay, so I think I had a case last year, and it went to 3 people. Yeah. So I kept 4 bottles. I drank 2 of the 4 already. This is the only one that I had. It has a definite sour quality at the end of it.
Yeah.
But it's not horrible. Mm-mm. It's actually kind of weird. It's a sour barrel aged barley wine.
Yeah, to me, to me what this tastes like is if you took Bourbon County barley wine and you poured sour pucker, green apple sour pucker in it, like liquor. That's kind of what I'm getting off of it.
Yeah, but
I'm not gonna say I love it or even like it. I'm just saying it's not a oh my god, it's the worst thing ever. But it's definitely off.
The milk's gone bad.
The milk's gone bad. But yeah, it's definitely Bourbon County barley wine with just a little bit of funkiness going on in it.
We're gonna have to clean this up before I go into the next one.
And that's pretty much it. I mean, all the flavors have kind of gone out of it, other than that cherry, and you just get that kind of like tart green apple tartness. So yeah, a little palate cleansing here.
Thank you, double IPAs.
Mm-hmm. Something. Diving in number 2. Cheers.
Cheers.
And it's funny because when you have the newer one, you do get a lot of what's in the old one. You're not getting that kind of tartness. There is a bit more robust flavor to it. You are getting that kind of cherry bourbon, not cherry syrup, not cherry tussin thing going on. You're getting like cherry bourbon. And there is the ever so slight bit of barrel char to it. But other than that, there's really not much else to it, to be perfectly honest with you. I'm not really getting a ton.
No. I mean, it's not really blowing me away.
No.
I mean, mouthfeel-wise, yeah, it's right where I think a bourbon-aged barley wine would be at. Flavor-wise, it's good. It's not fantastic. A little bit of cherry, a little bit of vanilla, a little bit of barrel.
It definitely is something that probably needs a bit of time to kind of rest and sit and maybe hash out some of itself and let some things drop out and some things build up. But in general, it's a nice barley wine. It lacks a calling card. It lacks something to kind of separate itself from being, I don't want to call it generic, but something to make it kind of stand out. And it's just kind of there. It's sweet. It's barley wine. There's bourbon involved. It's almost like a robot made of barley wine.
Yeah.
That's not a bad thing.
It's safe play.
Yep. So.
Kind of underwhelmed.
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. It might get better with a little bit of age on it. Like you said, some things might drop out. Some things might come to the forefront. But, I mean, it's not bad. Like, don't let me get you down.
Yeah.
It's a good barrel-aged barley wine.
Yeah.
It's just not top shelf. It's not that next tier that just kind of blows you away.
Yeah, as someone that really loved the when it first came out in our area, which I believe was 14? Was it 14 when the barley wine?
13, 14.
13 was when it first came out. Yeah, I loved that beer. Loved the barley wine. I loved it more than the stout. This is definitely not the case with this year's version. This is something, honestly, if I had these, this would be something I would let sit for 5 to 10 years just to see what the fuck would happen.
Yeah, and I mean, like, this year, side by side, if you want to grab the bourbon, the stout, we put these side by side, this is running laps around that.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like I said, so I mean, if you're into it, you're looking, and you only have say you only have a couple bucks to spare, and you're like deciding between the two of them, take the stout.
Mm-hmm.
But in years past, I would have said take the barley wine.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Right now, it just I definitely lean stout, and like I said, this is coming from a person that usually covets the barley wine portion of the show. So, anyway, yeah. I mean, not much. I mean, there's really not much else to talk about. It's that obviously we got the infected one in the 15.
Delicious.
But it's not.
Delicious infection.
It's not as bad as people make it out to be. I don't believe it is. I mean, maybe it varies from batch to batch. Who knows? But it's really just green apple skins, tartness inside the Bourbon County barley wine esqueness. And the newer one is just kind of that sweet cherry bourbon, a little bit of barrel, a little bit of vanilla, and end of show, and that's pretty much it. So it's definitely roofy in a glass, definitely turnt juice. It'll get you lit, and yeah, I don't know what else. You got anything else to add to that?
Not really. I mean, like I said, they're both worthwhile if you can get your hands on them. But I mean, if you're deciding between the two of them, go for the stout.
I would agree. Let's see. Is one of the better barley wines I had as of late Bourbon Barrel Aged? No. I'm sure you would agree.
Yeah.
Value availability.
Tougher.
Depending. Yeah. I've seen these pretty much going for around $15, $18 a bottle in the area.
I heard Philly area they're up over 20.
Well, that just sucks.
Which is ridiculous.
And it's because of rarity, not because it's a better beer, just because there's less of it around because they need to put the barley wine into stout barrels. Stout barrels went sideways, less beer. And just say if you like what we like this, if you like sweet beers, if you like barley wines, if you want to know what a barley wine would be made if it was made by a robot, and if you just want to get straight up just fucking ridiculous drunk because this shit will light you up.
It hides the booze really well.
Shit'll fuck you up like Percocet. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
So yeah. But anyway, and that's the thing. We're almost like passive aggressively pooing on it. It's still not a bad beer. It just lacks any kind of pizzazz.
I think what it comes down to, honestly, being to the level that I am with drinking to beers the way I want them, I tend to go dark and heavy. But for somebody like Goose Island that has a reputation of being consistent and good and all this other stuff, you put out a product that just wasn't up to par.
Yeah.
So I mean, as I said, I can understand they had problems last year, it screwed up this year, stuff like that. But this actually was what you would expect from the Bourbon County series.
Yeah.
This, not so much. Like you said, we've only been getting it in our area 2013, 14, and around there. But those past years blow this one away.
Preaching truth over there. Anyway, that's all I got.
Yeah.
Hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. And say stuff down there and shit. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and tap me, Massive Beers, on all 4 of those places. This guy,
Meat Smoke 4531, Instagram.
There you go. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying a nice barley wine right now. Hopefully see you next time.
Cheers.
Cheers.